Everybody get up.
Welcome to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the Body Mechanic NYC.
What's so funny?
You're funny, Chella.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not a comedian.
Hold on. Is my earring?
These are very special
hold on.
earrings, okay?
How is?
These came all the way from Austin, Texas.
Don't show my boots and my eyelashes at the same time. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. So
They can see my boots. I'm proud of my boots. I wear them every day, okay?
put your boots on the table, baby.
If I didn't have a dress on, I would. I'm a lady. Smarty pants. So, Body Mechanic, how was your week?
Wait a minute. I can't even talk. There's so
What?
much high fructose corn syrup around me that my brain is hurting.
This is
I'm in
good
pain.
for the soul.
What is this?
Let me have one. That's good. Look, my favorite
Wait a
Milky
minute.
Ways.
Who died?
It's like Halloween
I think someone
trick-or-treat
died.
candy.
This came out of their bloodstream.
I think that's Halloween trick-or-treat candy. What's this month? March, April.
Chella, you know
What?
food affects your mood, right?
Right. I'm not going to touch it. I got to see what I did this morning.
But it has a vibrational pull.
No,
When
it
we go to
doesn't. It's
commercial-
all psychological.
When we go to commercial break, we pay some bills. I got to get some real things up here. I
That's
prefer
so
to have flowers.
You have flour. You have both. You have the best of
look.
both worlds.
Look how happy I look with this.
Oh, God. Look how happy I look with this.
Look.
High fructose
Look.
corn
Now watch what happens when I
syrup.
pick up high fructose corn syrup. Watch this. Watch this. I need the camera on closer.
You're so silly.
Oh my God. Okay.
So,
Saved by the flower.
Yeah, good for you. So, Body Mechanic, how was your week?
Oh my God. This week was spectacular.
Why?
Yesterday was really incredible because we had is our first Touch Sensorium of the year? Or second? First.
Second. January and April.
Oh, right.
It was pretty
So
cool.
we're at a new venue in
Yes,
Huntington, Pulaski Road.
203 Pulaski Road, Huntington Station.
Yes, Huntington Station, lots of parking, and
The
it is
Heal
one
Center.
sexy venue.
Isn't that? I told you would like it.
It was so big that I couldn't even get the beats when we were doing the drum circle at the end. I had to
was so
I had to
much
watch
fun.
Chella's foot.
It's really cool.
Met some interesting people.
Yeah, new faces.
Yeah, people got their rub on.
It's really cool.
But what's really interesting is this.
Here
I
we
noticed
go.
that, the last time we had an event like that,
Yes.
Chella was hobnobbing around and being social. So she was working the Body Mechanic hard, as she usually does. And she's always complaining about how much time I spend working on people.
Right.
For those folks who know the Body Mechanic, when I get my hands on you, it's just like I become one with the person. It's like Picasso working on a piece of art. And you lose track of time. So Chella's always, okay, Body Mechanic, you get 3 to 5 minutes. So now that Chella was working on people yesterday, I noticed that she had people on the table for like 25 minutes.
I did?
So it wasn't really an issue.
Let me tell you why. And I swear, I'm not bragging. You know how when you're touching someone and you get the You stop, listen to me.
Talk to the pollen, because I'm not going.
You know how when you massage someone and you get a reaction like, the oohs and all these sound effects, you know that you're doing a good job. And it's like, you don't want to end the massage because you know you're making someone feel good.
I must be chopped liver, because definitely people don't come back when I work on them. Yeah, Bobby can give it 3 minutes. Give me a break. Please. Oh,
Yes.
I see how it is. It's Chella's parade.
No, it's not Chella's
Yes.
parade. It's
Body
just,
Mechanic carries the float.
No.
I got you. It's all good.
I like to give people what they want. They don't want it to end, so I just want to appease them.
Well, that's what happens with me.
People look forward to coming to our Touch Sensoriums Body Mechanic. There was someone who came last night just for a massage, and she didn't get touched.
That is the reason why anyone who owns a business needs to be in the trenches and understand what really goes on. It's one thing to try to run a business from a piece of paper, but once you get in the trenches and actually work with people, then you realize what works.
That's right.
And this is the prime example. Chella, when I'm doing massage, it's 3 to 5 minutes. When Chella's doing it, it's like, well, whatever comes along, they're really feeling it and they're getting into it, and I just lose track of time. It's all good. So, great event. Lots of new people.
Our next one's going to be the third Friday of May at the Heal Center. Why are you touching me?
Because I think that I had some extra manganese last night.
Oh, really?
Yes. By the way, folks, for
You
those of you
need
out
it.
there who are miserable, who are angry, who yell at their children,
Who was
yell at their
sexually
partners,
deprived.
sexually deprived, don't feel like they want to do anything, 9 out of 10, it is a manganese deficiency.
And tell people where they can get
Oh my God.
magnesium.
Let me tell you what they did. This is something from some things. Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. So they took rats and they deprived them of manganese, and those rats became hostile to their babies and ate their babies.
Oh.
They've done this test a few times. So, folks, food affects your mood and food affects your life. Understand how important it is. Every time you open your mouth, whatever you put in your mouth eventually becomes motion and moving in your body.
Mm.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, and you must hydrate too. Thank you.
Oh, can I tell you what I did this morning? I was so proud
Yeah,
of
sure.
Okay, so I had a gallon of water, and I drank over half of it. And I juiced. Hello?
I'm listening.
Aren't you proud of me?
Absolutely.
I was proud of myself because I haven't been drinking enough water lately, and I just made up for it.
I had the same issue when I went to Stanford for a convention, mushroom convention. I really despise hotels because it's a very dry environment. The water systems are usually not good, so the water that comes in is not really that good. And I just didn't drink enough water. And by the second day, I had dizzy spells. I have never in my life had dizzy spells. And actually went on for almost 3 days until I properly hydrated myself. So a lot of people think that they can hydrate themselves in a 24-hour period. It takes 4 to 5 days to properly bring your hydration level back up. You do it slowly. So, but that's good, Chella.
Yeah.
Was that African water you were drinking or what?
No, smarty pants.
Oh, just checking.
So I want to talk about last night's radio show.
Yes, let's talk about it.
We talked about what men want and what women want. And we had a couple of callers call in. And one was a very particular, interesting caller.
Who's that?
Anton.
Oh, Anton.
Right, because-
Oh, absolutely.
Because we're going to be hosting here next week at Madhouse TV. We're going to have a panel of people, single people, talking about what men want and what women want. And I'm trying to solicit people who are single to get their perspective, because I think that if you're married, there's a different perspective. So when Anton called our show yesterday, I asked him, "Are you married?" And he said yes. So I didn't really want his response, but he gave it to me anyway, and I'm glad that he did, because he went on to share how as you mature and you grow to love your soulmate, you begin to see sexual relations as an organic entity in your life. Is that correct, Body Mechanic?
That is true.
And so he spit out some really interesting words, and I was very grateful for them. We should have him on the panel next week, right?
Yeah, I was telling you about what kind of work he was doing before. But a lot of people are not ready for it.
That's okay.
You know,
should bring it.
well, you know what it is? Because a lot of people are just, traditional in the church, and they have this I can't even, this construct in their mind of how things are supposed to be. And all of them are man-made. It's not really organic. And people are trying to fit that mold, and they're all breaking. Literally, all of them are breaking. So, hey, information is power and gives you more options. I'm all for it. But I'm looking forward to the show. I personally, I think that there is no difference between people who are single and people that are married. It's still the same person. Same person that was single before.
It's the same person, but
And-
I still think it's a different perspective.
I look at it like this. Before marriage, there's a cake, right?
Right.
Once you get married, now you have a little icing. But the cake still primarily is the same. Depending upon the environment outside, people might say, I've changed this and I've changed that, but the cake really has not changed. It's really the same old piece of cake. If you cut into it, you taste the same thing.
Yeah, I think it depends on the individual, Body Mechanic, because
You think people change to the core?
based on my exposure, a lot of my friends who are married, they're not happy, and I think that they're not happy because they don't know how to make their life, they're not happy with themselves, number one, and they don't know how to generate happiness. And so they live in misery. And as years progress, they do nothing about it, they ignore it, they become comfortable in that environment, and before you know it, 10, 15, 25 years go by.
I agree with you. And I think that there are many variables. I think that, first of all, the environment that we're in is not healthy. There's really we don't really have a model. We don't have, like, we could talk about mentors and exposure to different things. You could talk about ministers. You could talk about shows and books you can read. But there really is nothing that is concrete to tell you how to live. There is nothing.
Or how to be married.
Even that is something that is man-made. Marriage is a man-made institution.
Right, but I think the most important thing is for someone to first be happy with themselves. Because how are you going to make somebody else happy?
Absolutely, because most people that get into marriages are not happy, and that's 98% of them.
Not that high.
Oh, yes, at
You're
least.
exaggerating.
I'm serious.
My parents are happy. Your parents are happy.
You and I have both encountered hundreds and hundreds and probably thousands of different people, right? So
Right.
when people come together, people will say things in the union with another person because of the energy and what's going around. But most people never really know what's going on in the core of that person. Even though you know your friends for many, many years, you really don't know them.
That's true.
There are people who are married together for 40, 50 years and still don't know each other.
Is that cause for people to not commit to someone else?
You know, you can bring the word commitment in. You can bring it from the right, from the left, from the front, from the back. But when people don't know themselves, they can't commit to anything. And even commitment is a word that is subjective.
All right, this is getting to be a very heavy conversation that I do not want to continue with you because we don't have much time.
Yes.
We have a full load today. We have a bunch of guests coming in.
Yes, we do. And we're going to bring, because I'm going to sprinkle them all with some manganese. What's up,
But
buddy?
listen, body mechanic, I think, you know what I did while you were talking?
Mm-hmm.
I created the Body Shop Who Are You Really
Did you
list.
really?
Yes. So on break, I'm going to have them fill it out, and then we're going to give them their results while we're on the show, air, live. Is that cool?
I like it.
I don't
Wait
know.
a minute, I don't hear any birds. What's up? Are the birds flying in the back?
I don't think we can hear it. I think,
Is this Africa?
no, stop it. No, this is Hawaii.
Hold on a second. That's how Cello, oh no, Cello does like this.
I can't swim backwards. I don't know why. I'm
That's
very
'cause your neck is tight.
spastic.
Your neck is tight.
Because I don't get massages. That's why.
No, because your brain is tight.
No, my brain is not tight.
It's a direct link.
My traps are, but my brain isn't.
No, it's a hypertonicity is a mental condition, unless you've had trauma. We can roll in another time. It's all good.
Is your
but
voice being
for some
echoed?
reason, I can hear. It sounds like I'm in the parking
Sounds
lot.
like reverb. Woo.
No, it sounds like I'm on the toilet going. Testing 1, 2.
It's all good.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know if our first guest, who's supposed to be leaving soon, is here
I
or not.
see some folks over there. What's up? Ah, can I get a witness? What's up? Yeah.
All right, so I think we're going to have Dr. Corbett with us next.
Are we really?
Yes, we are.
Dr. Corbett.
Yes, and she has an awesome program for relative to Dress for Success. So stay tuned. We'll be right back, and please give us a call next segment.
And add manganese.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Well, body mechanic, why you have to have your hands all in front of me? We're back on air.
Oh, we are? With no
and
bumper?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. But
You missed the bumper.
I did.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I'm the body mechanic. I was trying to bump some of this elixir
Yes,
here.
you sure was. You know,
Oh my God.
stop the name of love. The purpose of Body Shop TV is to share with you information about wellness and relationships to help. Why do you have to always laugh when I say this?
I'm not. I'm smart. It's joy.
Do I?
Joy.
You always feel that way when you're around me?
Absolutely.
Let me repeat myself.
Go ahead.
The purpose of Body Shop TV is to share with you information about wellness and relationships to help in the aid.
Is that a teleprompter up there? Because it looks like you're reading one.
I'm not reading
Oh, okay, all right.
To help in the longevity of both. You never let me finish that when I try to say it.
I'm sorry, because I get
I
nervous.
try,
That's
to,
what happens
I try to be professional. You always,
when you're full of joy. You can't talk.
All right, anyway.
Yes.
So we have a very special guest with us in Body Shop TV studio.
Yes, we do.
Dr. Corbett. Welcome to Body Shop TV, Doctor.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the welcome.
I'm great. I feel like my face is going to crack. I'm staying with family. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
So I understand from a mutual friend of ours, Teresa Hart, that you have a program relative to Dress for Success that you're working with?
Yes, well, this is a special program. We are on May the 17th. We call it Tabernacle of Healing. We're going to, just like the tabernacle in the Bible, it had divisions where you got closer and closer to God. It started on the outside. There's a place of wellness, and as you went in, there's a place of fellowship. But we want to bring women in that have been battered, that have been hurt, and we want to draw them in through different stages of wellness. Because wellness is not just physical wellness, but emotional wellness and mental wellness. So we're going to spend the day developing that growth, that tier of growth.
Very nice. You should have the body mechanic there.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
You come, grandson.
You see how she's
I'm a
checking
little
out your
shy.
effects?
I'm a little shy, but no, that'd be awesome. I'd be honored.
That would be absolutely great. We already have individuals who've made a commitment from Chicago. They're flying in because we want the women to recognize who they really are. The Word of God tells us without vision, the people perish. It's just not total vision. Without personal vision, you perish as well. So if you don't see yourself on the other side of your memory, because memory is what happened in the past,
Right.
but we forget what God has told us about our future. So as we press into the other side of memory, you know, we get that vision back of what we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to do. We can get into that place of wellness.
What days are fall on?
That is going to be on a Saturday
At what time?
from 11 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
And we're here from 1 to 4.
So
Okay.
11, so we could spend some time there, definitely.
But if not that day, then I can get you to come out on another day.
So what day is it again?
Well,
It's
there's
Saturday.
a wellness away, doctor.
Saturday,
I'm going to show you the calendar.
May
body
the
mechanic.
17th from 11 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
11
We do have
to 3.
pantry every 2 times a week, 2 times a month, every month throughout the entire year. So there's always an opportunity to speak to people about health and wellness, particularly with the food pantry when we have challenges in making sure that the donated food is food that's healthy.
That's edible.
Right? Well, it's edible, but it's also healthy.
Right.
Because even when people donate food, often we have to check the dates to make sure the dates are right, that what we're giving away constitutes a balanced meal. Sometimes we even only get soda. I'm a diabetic. I'm not supposed to be drinking soda either.
Stop.
I'm
leave
sorry,
that
that's-
there.
But the bottom line is the push is the constant health and wellness, and we do have that opportunity. We service about 200 families every 2 weeks, so there is an audience that you can come in on any time on an early Saturday.
Dr. Corbett, I can't tell you, I am so impressed with this initiative because let me tell you, the Body Mechanic and I have begun to speak publicly in churches to educate our people about our diets and just to put a halt to church gatherings with fried chicken, macaroni and cheese.
I know you make good fried chicken.
I make excellent fried chicken, but I have learned to only purchase organic chicken. And so therefore, I don't know if I can tell the brand, but I only buy organic.
You can.
No, that's great. That's
freedom of
great.
speech.
So Bell and Evans is what I use, and you can tell the difference
You
in
can
the
definitely
taste.
taste the difference.
You can taste the difference, and I received that information from a friend who is coming in to help with this, who have been healed from cancer at least 3 times, and it was a change in her diet. You know,
I was
Good
gonna
for
say,
you.
that's awesome. And
Good for you.
organic chicken is great, but a lot of things, and not to deviate from, because I'm gonna let you roll with your thing, is that it's the fried foods. Because when you take oil and you heat it up, the body doesn't recognize it. It's one of the leading causes of heart disease. But we'll talk more about that at another time.
yeah, we have to talk about that.
'Cause I know that fried chicken is crispy and it's good and it's grease right all down my face and everything, salt and pepper up, but
Yeah.
when I digress from that food,
Right.
my health went.
Wow, that's interesting.
And Chella did take me to a place one day, and I had something. I'll tell you, I felt bad for days after that. So I learned to deal with that.
Where?
Do you know that place? What was it called? Wings and Flies? Or what is it called?
I didn't take you
No, what's that place called?
in Hempstead?
What is it called?
Chicken and wings?
Wings and
Wings and
things.
things.
No, not Wings and Things.
Where?
It was out east.
Oh, yeah, that's the spot.
No,
Spicy's.
Oh, I
That's
I
the
don't know.
spot.
You've ever eaten there? Let me tell you something. It was good when I was chewing on it. Then
No,
like
they
maybe
have the
45
best barbecue sauce.
45 minutes later, I was like,
It's yellow.
because when you stop eating that,
Right.
you can't process it
I didn't have a
anymore.
problem with it.
Well, that's the point. As you, never mind. Okay, so
Okay.
yes.
You're so funny.
No, I know I am. You are too.
Thank you. Ooh. It's the government
Helicopters coming in.
coming in. Okay, so anyway. He is too funny, Dr. Corbett. Just ignore him.
I
She looks like
see.
my family. This is so.
She's beautiful.
I feel like, oh my God, I can't wait to show you pictures.
Well, I can't wait to see him.
Are you from the South?
No, Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy, do or die. What can I
That's
say?
up. That's what's up.
Right.
Me too.
Right.
You was born in New York?
Excellent. Born in New York, Bed-Stuy, Kings County.
Me too.
Awesome.
See that?
What's up?
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome.
So what kind of help do you need for this event on May 17th?
Well, what we're doing is we're looking at making sure that we not only are we having conversations with women about work, but we want to equip them to be able to go to work. So we want to provide business casual attire. So we're looking for shoes. We're looking for clothing.
Oh my
we're looking
God, I
for
have so
bags.
many.
We're looking for accessories.
Boy, do you.
I have
and
lots.
and we're looking in all sizes because employment comes in all
That's
sizes,
right, that's
not
right.
just the small. And we are not asking for one size fits all because as both of you and I both know, one size does not fit all.
we have
so
dangerous
we want
curves.
dangerous curves. So
Shelly got some issues in the parking lot.
so we definitely want to be able to provide them with clothing that when they walk in, there is that not only that personal esteem from the inside, but that first impression when they walk into a room. So we do have a dance studio inside the church building. So we're going to have them in there so they can try the clothes on, take a walk through, make sure that we have stylists on hand to give them that whole total look.
So where do we bring the clothing?
You can send it to 167 Fulton Avenue in Hempstead.
Say that
Okay.
again one more time. As you look over there.
167
Oh, yeah.
Fulton Avenue in Hempstead, New York. And the clothing for the adult women will be specifically for the May 17th, but we receive clothing all the time for the pantry. And unlike other organizations, we don't sell the clothing, we don't ask for a donation. Freely we receive, freely we give out to the community.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I have a whole bunch, and I'm in Hempstead 3 days a week, so I will definitely be coming by.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure you
Lots.
have our number so that we can meet you there because we want it to look nice. We're going to treat people with respect, and we want to give it to them respectfully. And we've also asked individuals who invest money in their nails and in their hair, and not to have this shake and go look like I have, but who invest money, ask their providers if they would give us gift certificates so these ladies
Very
also
nice.
can have their hair done, can get a facial, can really lift up that esteem and have that sense of pride.
Well, can you welcome any makeup artists that day to make women up?
Anyone who would like to invest in the lives of these women are welcome to participate and to be in support. Even with those that would like to screen for health issues, we like I say, in a tabernacle there were different compartments. We have a large enough building, 3 floors, different areas where we'll be able to say, okay, and in this area, okay, take a minute, let's get the health screening. Let's see if you are diabetic. Let's see if you have high blood pressure. So if you can do that, we'll accept that. If you want to give them, if there's some people that push back because they are not comfortable with their skin. If you want to talk to them about skin care and what have you, we welcome you to come to invest in that. We're looking for individuals who are not trying to promote themselves, but trying to improve the quality of life for individual women. And I can tell you, you may never hear them say thank you, but on the inside, when you walk away from that moment, you'll walk away so much greater than you'll ever look to get back.
Beautiful. Give us a phone number to reach the
There's,
administration.
let me give you the phone number at the church. The phone number at the church is 516-414-0358. That's 414-0358. And our email address is onenewlife, ONENEWLIFE @verizon.net. Once again, that's onenewlife@verizon.net.
Dr. Corbett, do you have a few minutes to spend with us?
Certainly.
Okay, we're going to go take a break, pay some bills, and we're going to come right back with Dr. Corbett.
Okay, great.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Old Spice body spray will make you feel so powerful to blow your mind right in front of your face. Goodbye. Oh no! It's like you I don't. Power.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce Dryer Bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Old Spice body spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power! Power!
Try this routine to feel fresh and clean. Pair Charmin Fresh Mates with your Charmin.
Oh, Spice body spray is too powerful to stay in its own commercial. That's right. Power. Old Spice body spray can change a regular smelling man into a man who smells like power.
Now, how is this? Wow, you know what? I actually do feel more powerful.
Potato chips! Power! It's me.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the Body Mechanic NYC.
This is my favorite part of the show where we get to see who really our guests are. So check it out. we asked Dr. Corbett.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm
you
not.
asked her, not me.
We asked Dr. Corbett to fill out a little body shop who you really are for him. And so based on this, people view you as peaceful, provision, happy, honest, and accepting.
Yeah.
Now, people, you view yourself as royalty, visionary, and responsible. You view sex as peaceful, greatness, and provisional. You view death as a new beginning, purity, and opportunity.
Wow.
Look at her face.
So you can take this home and share it with your
Yes, I've got it.
congregation.
It's actually a
This
great
is-
tool.
This is, you said this is death,
Yes,
right? This is
sex.
sex. I'm sure that's my husband.
Uh-huh.
And,
That's how you.
Sorry, I didn't
That's
mean
how
to
you
sip
view
so hard.
yourself,
okay.
and the first one's how others view you.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So tell us more about your congregation and, your church and what other programs that you offer.
Okay, New Life Christian Center is in its 26th year. I am the founder and the senior pastor of the church. It is located, once again, at 167 Fulton Avenue in Hempstead, New York. We believe in the outreach. You know, you cannot be in a community and not impact change in the community. So one of the things that bothers me the most is the fact that our building is not open 7 days a week. That we've not been able to find the funding to do programs at night, in the evening, providing alternatives to instruction for the school. And, you know, in Hempstead School District, it needs that extra support. But it's the kind of church that has that level of passion and is looking for people who are willing to come in and do the work on the front line. Not to talk about the salt in the shaker, but getting the salt outside of the shaker to really do the work and to change the community. Not looking for it to come from the government, but looking to come from God's government, God's people who have the gifts and the talents to really impact and make change.
So with that said, Dr. Corbett, I've recently begun to work with youth in Hempstead. And I'm looking for some strong men, leaders, to volunteer their time to help me with these kids. And it's been a struggle, a challenge to find people. And I know a lot of great individuals that are males, but they just can't sacrifice the time. You know, the body mechanic came with me one day. He said it brought tears to his eyes to see these kids because all they want is attention and love.
Right.
And they're not getting it.
Right, right. And for me, it's you can't tell kids to get off the street and not give them a place to go. So we're willing to provide the space, but we also need those that do more than just talk about passion. You know, they get out there and they make those sacrifices. They give them that time, that nighttime. You know, alternative to a regular structured school day time. We're willing to do that, and like you, we're looking for those kinds of people that don't just talk about the work. Because if you're not engaged in the work, you can't talk about the problem and not be part of the solution.
That's right.
Talk is cheap without action.
Right, without
That's right.
action. So yes, we're looking for men, women, whoever will have not only the want to, but the willing to.
I need men because a majority of the interns that are working with this program are all female. I have one male out of 10 or 11 interns. And I think the people are there. I just don't know how to encourage an adult to see the value in being altruistic, giving of their time for these young kids.
Well, I think we all, face that same challenge. Everybody talks about what needs to happen, but they need to invest that time and effort. And so therefore, when we talk about, giving, we're not just talking about what's in their pocket.
Right.
Give their time.
That's
These
right.
boys need that listening ear. People need someone to know that if I call you, you're going to be there for me. And so You're absolutely right. So if there's anybody out there that can give their time, and I understand that the challenge with men sometimes can be the fact that, well, they have to take care of their families. You can't ask me to volunteer time when I need a job. So therefore, if we could
I was
get
gonna
this
say
right
that.
kinds
That's
of
part of it,
funding, you know, because volunteerism is important, but when people still have to pay rent and they still have to feed their families, they can't volunteer when they need to be working.
Time is valuable.
So their time is valuable. So if we could find the funding where we could not hire family, but hire people who really can do the work and to have the outcomes that these people need, that will make the difference. But that's the challenge with volunteerism right now. People will want to do it, but right now they've got to find meaningful work.
Dr. Corbett, I agree with you, but I beg to differ. People prioritize the activities in their lives. They do what they feel is important. And taking someone who's unemployed, you have 24 hours in a day. When you give of yourself, you just don't know what kind of benefit or blessing you're going to get from doing that. You know, I believe in always giving favor because you're going to get it back.
Absolutely.
Well, I agree with what you're saying. I'm just saying that the pushback for me, I've seen when you're looking for volunteers right now, because there's so many that are not working, because right now they're out trying to find a job. They're on the internet filling out applications. So when you say, give me some time after school or give me some time on Saturday, the reason has been, well, I've got to find, once I get my work schedule straightened out, then I'll tell you what I can give you. But right now, I've got to make sure that my family is covered first.
Right on, right on. Well, I'm looking for men, 2 hours once a week after school.
That'll be great.
That's all I'm asking.
That'll be great. That'll be great.
So if you know of anyone, the mentors I'm looking for are anywhere from 18 and above. Just someone that's level-headed, and they'll be working with children that are 10, 11, and 12 years old.
Okay. Okay. So we'll get that out. We'll announce that tomorrow at the church,
Thank you.
and I hope that people have heard that cry because it's needed. It's needed.
They'll be working with a program called STAIA, which is Successfully Transitioning Youth to Adolescence, and it's under an agency called Leadership Training Institute in Hempstead, 50 Clinton Street. So we have groups in Roosevelt right now, and in Hempstead, 5 groups, growing to 7.
All right. Excellent. That'd be great.
So is there anything else you want to share about your program coming up in May 17th?
Well, I think the main thing is to know if you feel that you cannot do anything for that program, that twice a month pantry is open. So if you feel like, oh, well, you would like to come in and speak about health and wellness, there are other opportunities other than this one. So this is not something we just do one time. And this is being done in honor of my mom, who passed away on February 24th unexpectedly. She ran the Parenting Academy for the church because parents need to know how to parent blended families and, you know, as well as adult children. How do you parent them, and not enable them, you know? And so she did that for 10 years. She passed unexpectedly. Once a year, she would host a National Day of Healing. So in her honor, we are doing this Tabernacle of Healing for Women on the 27th. And I'm very grateful to Elder Brendel Francis for helping us.
That's beautiful. I want to give a special shout out to one of your conscientious church members, Teresa Hart. She has been such an inspiration to us at Body Shop Enterprises. We're actually going to be honoring her here on April 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. I hope you can join us.
And she just informed me about it, and I'm hoping to get some information
Good.
before I leave so that I can take it back and make that announcement
Awesome.
as well. You know, sometimes people are very shy.
Yes, yes.
And they don't tell.
Yeah,
you know,
it's hard to toot your own horn.
because they're not looking to be on it. They're doing it because they're doing it from
There's
the
nothing
heart.
shy about that woman. It's called charm.
She's great.
That's what it is.
She's great.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
shared her story with us, and her whole family has been inspiration to me personally.
Right. Well, as a
Absolutely.
matter of fact, she is, part of the pantry. She's the CEO. She and her
Wow.
husband, Kevin Hart, are the CEOs, as well as Patricia and Courtney husband, they are over the distribution, but she's also making those connections, those partnerships to help bring the resources in, and we appreciate both of them very much,
Very
both couples
nice.
very much.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Corbett, thank you so much for being with us today at Body Shop TV.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me a tool.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
It is a great tool.
It's a great tool to use, and I appreciate your enabling us to share our story.
Oh, thank you.
And we want to see you on our side of town.
Oh, no
Absolutely.
doubt, no doubt.
Absolutely.
When we come back, we'll be having a conversation with Laura Murdoch from an awesome school for autism in Nassau County. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Dad, where do babies come from?
Well, there's that big, shiny rocket ship. That's right, it's filled with babies of all kinds. And when the shiny rocket ship penetrates, mommy and dad goes, and when the time is just right, there's a space launch.
All systems go.
Babies of all kinds, released all over the place. Yeah, Africa. Mommy's Babylandia. That's right, it's filled with babies. After an amazing 9 months, babies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies come from
Planet Babylandia.
Hugo,
play with us on the bus.
Wheels on the bus.
bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I'm the Body Mechanic NYC.
And we are here with Lori Murdoch from the Mosaic School in Nassau County. Welcome.
Thank you.
I love that name, Mosaic. And
We
I
love it
love
too.
mosaic tiles.
I do too. We came up with the idea for the name from the idea of all the things we have to put together to help a child with autism.
That's awesome. So you're having a big event coming up soon.
We are.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, we're having we do, first of all, April is Autism Awareness Month, and that's pretty widely recognized, but I have two kids with autism. They're 23 and 17, and so every day is Autism Awareness Day for me and for many people. So I think of April more as Autism Action Month. You know, we need to get services to these families. And we've done a lot of fundraisers over the years, and I just find that in the current economy, it is not very easy to draw people to them. And lunches and dinners and things like that are not what people really want to do. So we, in conjunction with another person, we came up with this idea to have a tribute band concert so that we can offer people something that they might really enjoy. I think it's going to be great fun. We're having 3 different tribute bands. They're all local. They're doing the music of the Beatles, Billy Joel, Mr. Long Island, and Chicago.
Oh, I love Chicago. Didn't they do Jeremiah was a bullfrog?
That was 3 Dog Night, I think. Was
Oh,
3 Dog Night.
darn. I love this.
But they're good too. Chicago's great too.
I like Chicago.
Yeah. Well, the horn, they have that whole horn section. And this band, this cover band, totally implements that horn section. Not only that, but their horn section then backs up Billy Joel. So it's really pretty nice. And we're having some special guests. There's a young lady on Long Island. Her name is Jenna Rose, and she's a kind of a teen internet sensation. Not sure exactly how to characterize her, but she's got a really amazing voice. And she's been out there singing, doing videos, young kid stuff, for a long time and getting a lot of attention. And she just called us up out of the blue and said, she really cares about people with autism, and she wanted to know if she could do something to help. So we're going to try and pair her up with one of our students who has autism, who has a beautiful voice. And, we hope they'll be able to do something to just kind of show people that lots of people with autism have lots of talent. I mean, there are many facets to them. They aren't just autistic people. They have personalities and talents and all kinds of good stuff. So this event is on May 3rd at the Brookside School in North Merrick, and it starts at 7:30. And it should be a fun night of music and just, support for kids with autism.
So it won't be at the Mosaic School?
No, we had to get an auditorium.
Wow. Nice.
We're hoping to sell it out, and not just to support our programs, but to let people know that people on Long Island do support kids with autism.
And how much are tickets?
They're $35.
And how do you get tickets?
You can either call me at our office Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, 516-765-3696, or you can go online to www.mosaictribute.eventbrite.com. And Eventbrite is BRITE.
Okay, excellent. What day of the week is that?
Saturday.
And the hours?
I think it starts at 7:30. I think it'll go till about 10:30 or 11.
Are you going to be in this country, Body Mechanic?
What is the date again?
May 2nd.
May 3rd.
Oh, 3rd.
It should be a lot of fun, though. And we also, it's very family friendly. So, and we're also going to have, we've invited members of the disability community, and we always invite people who say they can't come or they won't be here, to purchase a ticket so that someone with a disability can come. So we do have a number of people with disabilities coming so far. And we're also going to have a quiet room so that if it becomes too overwhelming for people, they can, sit somewhere else for a while.
Do you work with DDI or Free?
I actually just met the people at Free very recently, and I have a very good opinion of them.
Who did you meet?
Jessica.
Oh, Jessica, I know her. My daughter works there.
Does she really?
Yeah, she's been there for a couple of years.
Well, I think it's an incredible organization.
It
I was
is.
shocked to find out how much they do. They've been case managers for my older son for quite a while, but I never got to meet the whole agency. And I spoke with them recently about things that we might do together in the future, and I'm hoping that maybe their jazz players will even come and be part of this event.
Oh, that would be awesome.
They really
You know
do
her
have some
daughter
amazing-
sings, right?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, she's a professional. She tells me that when she wakes up in the morning, she cannot wait to go to work.
Oh,
That's how much she loves working there.
So awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people in the special needs community tend to be people, I think, who have huge hearts. They really care about the children. They really want to see them do better, make progress, and that's inspiring to me. I mean,
Lori, here at Body Shop TV, the last Saturday of each month, we highlight young people. So if you have any young people that excel in any given talent, please send them to us.
I will.
Yes.
I will. We definitely do have some kids who are just awesome.
Very good, very good. So tell me more about the Mosaic School. When did it start?
Well, about 10 years ago, as I said, I have 2 children with autism. My older son did pretty well with the programming we developed for him at home. And my younger son didn't do quite as well. It just was clear he wasn't going to be able to go into a mainstream environment or any of the existing programs on Long Island that had openings, which were very few. So I felt that I wanted to look at the best program around, and I wanted to model it for my son. And I got together with a few people, and we started the Mosaic School about 10 years ago. And we've helped tons of families, one way or another. Our school has stayed small because New York State is not exactly, it's not an easy state to be a special ed school in. But we have done a lot of outreach. We've done a lot of advocacy. We've really tried to work so many different aspects of the issues that are involved in autism, because it is a 24/7 disability, and it is very hard on the families and the people who suffer from it. I often look at people with autism. They are probably the least understood people on the planet because they have such a hard time communicating with us. And I really often wonder what it would be like to be in their shoes. What is it really like to not be able to talk about, for example, when you go into adolescence, we all have difficulty in adolescence. We can only imagine what it's like to have autism and be an adolescent. I don't think we can really know because they can't really tell us. And I just wonder what it's like to be trapped in this body that's changing and not understand why it's changing and not be able to talk to anybody about it. So that's just an example. I think there's so many ways that people with autism suffer, and we just want to try and lessen that. I often say that my whole purpose in life now is to try to make the world a better place for people with autism. That's kind of what I live for. Help people understand the disorder to the extent we do, help them be more accepting, and help the kids, develop more skills so that they can be part of their communities and part of the mainstream.
That's awesome. How old are your children?
They're 7, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make them younger. They're 19 and 23.
They must be awfully proud of you to start a school for autistic children.
I don't know. I know that my older son, who's much more verbal, when he was younger, he attended our school for a short time. He really has always been in mainstream schools. And now he's in this incredible program in Comac, the NSSA program, the Martin Burrell School. He's in their adult program. But he spent a short time in our program. And really the thing I remember best is he got into trouble for something, or he wasn't following his behavior plan, or someone was trying to get him to do what he was supposed to do. And he said, my mom owns this school. I'm going to tell her what you did. And I thought, isn't that great? That was such a typical thing for a 12-year-old kid to say. So I don't really know what they think of it. I'm sure part of them knows that I try to do everything I can for them, but they don't express things like that to me.
So your school is a full-day school, correct?
It is.
What kind of food do you serve them?
We actually don't serve food. We have the parents send it in, because a lot of the kids suffer from different kinds of allergies. We have one student who can only eat very specific food, or she gets very sick. Another student suffers from immune problems, and his parents want to dictate what food he gets. So we've always taken the position that the parents are the ones to have to send in the food and give us the rules. Because the first rule is do no harm. So we don't want to have a child eating something that is going to harm them.
I gotta compliment you, Lori. Your public relations firm, the young lady that
isn't she awesome?
She is above awesome.
She really is.
She is so attentive to detail. I want to hire her. She's awesome.
You should. Yeah, she's great.
This young lady, if I get an email, I don't respond to them right away because I'm in the middle doing something else. She'll send a text, a phone call, another email. Did you get my last email? I want to confirm. I want to confirm. I want to confirm. She's awesome. She's really, really good.
And she also has, her heart is in the cause too, so she's been very good to us and gotten us a lot of good press and a lot of exposure for our events. So I can't say enough nice things about her.
She's cool. So, Lori, you filled out our Body Shop Who You Really Are form, and I just want to see your results.
I had to put a little disclaimer there.
A disclaimer? All right, so you view yourself as trusting, loving, and fun, and you love all animals. And people view you as vibrant, real, and many what?
Hued.
Sorry?
Hued.
Colors.
Oh, hues, okay. And you view sex as vast, endless, and what was that, teeming?
Teeming with life.
Teeming with life. That's interesting.
Hold on, let me hold on to this piece of paper. Lord have mercy. I found her. No, I'm kidding. Look at that face.
Lord, you view death.
Look at her face.
You view death as sleepy, peaceful, and grounded or safe. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
That's interesting. Very good. Very good. You can keep this for your future reference.
Well, I actually brought both of you. This is before I knew that you didn't like bling, but it's not that blingy.
No, it's okay.
The puzzle piece is the kind of universally recognized symbol for autism, so I brought each of you this.
Oh, that's like a Pandora bracelet.
Well,
I have one.
It's a little bit of a knockoff, so we don't.
Aww.
So you could always give it to your daughter if you don't want to wear it. But
Thank you.
wear it.
I have
That's
big wrists.
It might not fit me because my wrist is big.
Well, I have another one. Here you go. I can't really reach. Oh, here we go. I don't want to pinch you. I can't see it.
I got it.
You got it? Sorry.
I'm a big girl, Lori.
Me too.
I wear big things. Don't invite him again.
Chella, you are hilarious.
This is so sweet of you.
Well, I really do appreciate you having me on. You know, we'll try and put it on, and if it doesn't fit, I'll get you a bigger bracelet. I can't get it open. Much less close it. Yeah,
This
wow.
is the
It's just
puzzle
gonna fit.
piece.
Do you want me to put it on? It'll be a little tight.
No, it's okay. Thank you. My daughter had so much fun when we came to that event.
She looked like she had fun. She was lovely.
She loves people.
Yes.
She really does.
I'm
I think
sorry
she liked
I
the
missed
dogs
it.
too.
Yeah.
We had a lot of dogs there, you know, service dogs, and it was just the nicest day.
Yeah, I think I need a bigger bracelet, Lori.
I'll get you a bigger one.
I'm a big girl.
Okay. I'll
So
send it to
give
you.
us the details about your event once more.
Okay,
And look
it's
into the camera.
all right. It's May 3rd at 7:30 till about 10 o'clock at the Brookside School in North Merrick, New York. You can purchase tickets, which are $35, by calling 516-765-3696, or go online to mosaictribute.eventbrite.com.
Awesome. Lori, thank you so much for being with
Thank
us
you
at
so much
Body
for
Shop
having
TV.
me.
Very,
Yes.
very nice.
Always good to see you.
I just want to say something. You said a lot of the children have allergies, right?
They do.
Yeah.
Or,
Well-
or what the other word is, allergy or intolerance.
Right. And what's really interesting, because intolerance really is an allopathic term, but when you look in the scheme of wellness and whole body, because I've been very successful working with people, as you start to up the ante on minerals, all of those intolerances disappear.
Really?
Absolutely.
Well,
We
what
can
about
talk-
like gluten?
what happens is every organ in the body has a specific function, and each organ needs its own fuel. And when you don't give it its fuel, then it can't produce the
Right.
constituents that the body needs. And what happens is you have a lot of organs that do many things. What allopathic medicine has done, they call intolerances so they can treat the one intolerance. But really, it's the whole ecosystem.
Right.
So like that book you
Makes
said I was
sense.
studying, every mineral has specific things that it does in the body. And when you lack certain trace amounts, then you have those intolerances.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, I
Yes.
think they're there for a reason.
And
Right? They're part of our makeup for a reason.
absolutely, and because they protect us from our environment. And what's really interesting is that I started selling bee pollen at my location. There's about 2,000 people there, and people had allergies, and within 8 or 9 days,
Really?
because pollen has everything,
Does it have manganese?
has everything,
I'm a little concerned
Smart
about manganese.
girl.
It does.
has everything, because bees provide 85% of the Earth's vegetation with pollinating. So all those constituents are colloidal in every pollen. It's
Wow.
incredible.
Where do you get your pollen from? Is it local?
I get it from, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Plants are plants are plants. Regardless of where they grow on the earth, they need certain minerals in the soil. Does it make sense what I'm saying
Yeah,
to you?
sure.
And that's really their makeup. So it doesn't make a difference where you get it from, because I get it from different apiaries. I get it from
Oh.
Canada, I get it from Brazil, I get it from different places.
Oh, I thought it was a good idea to get it locally. I
Well,
read that somewhere.
That's
but,
a good way to keep business local. But at
oh,
the
there
end
you
of the
go.
day,
That's probably what it's about.
think about it,
Yeah.
right? And because no one has tested different areas, and
Yeah.
so I get pollens from different places, and it's incredible.
So you sell it at your...
Yeah, I just sell those shots. You can get it from like there are people who have gotten it from big chains, and when I test them, I know that they add sugar to it.
Really?
Yes, they're crunchy and.
The one
and
thing I
pollen
try
is
to
actually
avoid
yeah.
is sugar.
Oh gosh, don't even get me started. But that's how they sell food to the Westerners.
I know.
We're all
we are
addicted
so
to the
addicted
sugar.
to sugar. It's a shame. Yeah, my kids are too, unfortunately. But
So
I'm
it's-
not.
So it's
anymore.
awesome. So like when you have an event, I would love to come and speak about it if you would like that.
Great, I'd love it.
Because it'd be a great train of thought for people, because people really think that they have to take and isolate this and that, have this intolerance. Really, when you treat the whole body, everything disappears.
I'm going to try that out. I'm going to try bee pollen. I actually have some, but I sort of have been delaying trying
Where'd
it.
you
I'm
get
not
it
sure
from?
why. I don't remember. Some company on the internet.
Right.
But I was going to. I didn't really know anything about what you just told me, so I'm going to see because I would love to be able to eat bread again.
Because you'll be able to talk about. I'm telling you. Well, Bread's a whole different thing.
Okay. What if I made the bread?
But the deal is this, not so much about food intolerance, because when you look at bread, bread is actually manufactured by man. Bread doesn't grow on trees. So the thing is this, but the thing like allergies and all those things that a lot of people have.
Yeah, I have allergies.
Yeah.
And they're starting up now, so this is a good time to start
Yeah, because when they first start taking pollen, they got the runny, they got the itchy eyes. It only lasted
That's
a day.
the worst. Oh, mine doesn't. Mine does.
And what's interesting with some of the people, when they started taking the pollen on a regular basis, when they stopped taking it, then they came back.
I'm going to definitely try it. It's sitting in my cupboard. I might just,
Introduce
gotta
it
test your
underneath your
theory.
tongue, 1 pollen at a time, each day, increasing to
You can
2,
increase
to
it.
3, just let it dissolve, because the amylase in your mouth will break it down. It'll go directly into your bloodstream without being affected by stomach acids. It's really interesting.
Okay, great.
So,
I'll try it. Here, why don't you give this to your daughter?
thank you
Oh,
so much.
nice.
Thank you.
I'll send
She
you a
would
new
love
one.
this.
She's a doll.
Thank you.
She had
She
her
is.
camera. She was
She
beaming.
loved. We really had a good time.
Yeah, she.
I think we
it
went
was a great
transit to the
event.
show, right? We were going. Right, I was going to do the show, but we went there first.
Right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was really a great day. People were
They were
really, really
performing. It's a gymnasium, right? Where
It's
we
really
were?
just school
Yeah.
gymnasium.
Yeah.
But we had it filled with providers and all kinds of fun activities for kids, and the kids had just a blast.
When are you going to do it again?
I think next year we'll probably
Okay.
do it again, and there might be one in the interim, but it won't be at our school.
Okay.
We're trying to do it another location so that people all around the island get a chance to come. But I think it was a really good idea, and people seem to really enjoy it. So we'll probably do a lot of them.
Nice.
I love to do events where, there's something for disabled people to do. They're part of it. You engage them also, and you treat them as part of your community. I think it's really important.
That's
We're all connected,
Yeah.
regardless. Short legs, long hair, short hair, green, black, blue. We're all connected.
It's true, but somehow we need everyone to know that,
Right.
and we need people to not treat people with less than perfect humanity when they're not perfect themselves.
That's right.
We need to accept that people with autism have something going on in them that causes them to sometimes act oddly, but it doesn't make them bad people. It really doesn't.
You're right. Understanding
yeah.
is the key.
And
you know-
very often you'll see someone acting oddly, and you'll hear someone, maybe even a friend, maybe even someone who's in this field say, "Oh my God, what is that person doing?" Have some compassion. People aren't always doing odd things because they want to. Sometimes their nervous system is forcing them to do that, or they're reacting to some stimulus that they can't control. So I'm just always about people who are good are people you should respect and love and have compassion for.
That's right.
We used a very interesting word that I would like to stricken from the dictionary, and that's perfection. Because what is perfection?
Okay, well, I'm with you on that.
Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Like
But you notice I used it in the none of us are perfect. sense,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It does not exist.
Yeah. And it's totally unimportant.
It's always wonderful to be around you.
Oh,
Yes, Lori.
Thanks.
Thank you so
Thank you so
You have
much.
a nice calming spirit.
And I
about
met her
yourself.
son. It was cool.
Yeah?
Do you know what happened at that? Did I ever tell you what happened to him at the special needs fair? The dog ability was there, and they brought in all their dogs, and I don't know if it was all their dogs, but a lot of dogs. And the kids had opportunities to meet the dogs and play with them and interact with them. And a lot of the kids were really terrified. A lot of kids are terrified of dogs, but a lot of kids with autism have a bad reaction. And we don't want them to, because dogs can be very helpful. They can, a lot of times they can save kids from eloping, from all kinds of things. So my son, 23 years old, has always been absolutely terrified of dogs. You could see a little tiny poodle across the street, down the street, and he'll scream and run back into the house. And I don't know whatever happened to cause that. He's just terrified of dogs. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, during the special needs fair, I see him with this huge dog laying on the floor, laughing,
think it was a
rolling around with the
lab, right?
dog.
It was like a Labrador
It was like a
Retriever.
lab,
Yeah.
yeah, a huge animal. And then I see him running down the hall with the leash, and he's, playing with one dog, playing with another dog. So for me, that special needs fair was a total
Nice.
success.
Nice.
Yeah. He learned to like dogs.
Well, what's interesting is that, remember how they had the pen set up and everyone was in the pen with the dogs?
Yeah.
So you saw this animal interacting with other people and everybody was okay with it. Because
Yeah.
they're connected to the environment. They see, in fact, I think that sometimes kids with autism see more than what most people see.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Yep.
And honestly, see now I'm hoping bee pollen will help me to not be so allergic to dogs, because I have a terrible allergy. And there's some dogs you can still be around. And and I want my kids to have a dog. So you know what? If it
You
works,
need water
so do
too,
you.
and water.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Cool beans.
Or we want to have you come back anytime, another
you so
event.
much.
Don't be a stranger. All
Thank
right?
you so much.
You're quite
Okay.
welcome. When we come back, we're going to be joined by Teresa Ward that has an awesome, awesome business and program. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance.
Maybe she needs help with that computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Ou aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue Tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
You're totally thin.
You look very sexy.
For life's bleachable moments, all it takes is 3/4 cup.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Ebony.
Welcome back to Body Mechanic. OMG. Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And I am the abused body mechanic NYC.
He's not black, he's bruised.
Yes,
right, Body
completely.
Mechanic? Anyway, we are here with the owner of Madhouse TV, Tom Mealy. Welcome to Body Shop TV, Tom.
Thank you. This is a thrill. This is the first time I think I've ever done this
Yes,
with you
it
guys.
is. Look how the tables
Are you
have turned.
excited? The tables have turned.
I stay excited, Tom.
Well, hold on. When we met him, we
Wait,
did
wait.
something with them, right? But not on our show.
We're not
correct.
talking to you right now. Come on. So I know that you have guests out there.
Yes.
And I didn't really want to interfere
That's okay.
with your guest today. I know that you and I had you can chime in anytime you want. I know that you and I had a conversation. Don't be embarrassed. Come on, get in there.
I'm okay.
Whatever you got in this jar, you keep away from me. All right, so don't even pick
It's
it
got
up.
manganese because I need the love potion on right now.
I know that we had talked over the past week, something personal that I had going on that
Right.
you picked up on right away and you wanted me to talk about it.
Right.
So,
So please.
I'm all yours, babe.
No,
what do you want to know?
I'm all yours.
You like that? Huh? You want to switch seats?
I need some manganese.
What are you eating?
It's bee pollen.
You know, you're
It
sick,
puts,
really.
it puts hair on his chest.
But anyway, make a long story short, I really, you know, we had this issue, and I guess it had to do with kids. And I had something go on in another state that really kind of aggravated me because I got in touch with the governor's office, and I was dealing with some issues. And I found out, Chella, that in the state of Connecticut, 15 years old, if you take off at 15 years old and the police department goes and finds you, they say, do you want to go home? It's not a question. You have to go. Do you want to go home? And if you say no, that's what it is. And the parent now becomes responsible legally if anything happens with that child, where the parent now will go to jail. It gets better. If you're discipline your kid at, let's say, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. Now, I know that when my kids were growing up, thank God I never had to hit them, except for my son. One time he got a little something. I had to, show him where it was, you know what I'm saying? All right. But if you smack, if you smack that child anywhere else than the buttocks, or if you smack him in the face, let's do it this way. Let's say that kid curses you out. You this, F that, and you smack him in the face. Boom. You just, like this. Something, just a little like that. Not hard, but like that. If you smack him or her in the face, and they call the police, you're going to jail.
I agree with that.
Wait, hold on.
No,
Hold on.
Don't get me started.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
Wait.
Oh, please.
I want to call them right now.
Oh, please. You're going to jail. It's so absolutely here. If that child has sex, it gets even worse. And that boy is 18 or under.
17 or 18?
18. There is no issue. If the child, or up to the age of 18. So in other words, if that kid is 17 years, 11 months, 3 weeks, and 4 days, and he has sex with that 15-year-old kid, not an issue.
Because he's still a minor.
You agree with that?
Because he's a minor. Technically, he's a minor.
Yeah.
No. I don't agree with that.
No,
Well, I don't
he's saying
agree with
they're talking about a specific number.
Somebody once asked me that all of these kids that are acting out, around the country with the school issues, Chella, where do you think this is coming from? The parents no longer have control. They're moving it. It's a governmental issue.
So wait, is there
the government
statutory
is
law?
taking over.
Is there statutory law?
There is a statutory law over the age of 18. But if that child was 16, then the statutory law changes again.
So how does that 15-year-old having sex with the 18-year-old
17,
protect
3
them?
weeks, 4 days, etc.
17-year-old.
That's fine.
So they're not protected.
No.
Now, is this in New York?
I have no
Or
idea.
just Connecticut?
I have no idea. Yeah, from what I know, just Connecticut. Just Connecticut. Listen, the point is the government is taking the parental right to discipline a child away from the parents. And you agree with that?
Let me. I just want to say something, just a little bit. I know that this goes beyond the amount of time that you have allotted for this little segment here, but I can tell you something.
I'm very busy.
There's a lot of parents who abuse their children.
I agree.
And let me tell you something. When it gets to the point when a parent has to put their hands on a child, the abuse started a long time ago.
No,
So
I disagree. Listen.
You know, they're all forms of abuse.
That's right.
They're all forms, and not just physical.
But when people hear the word abuse, what they hear is they hear abuse where you're hitting your kid with a bat. That's what they're hearing in their heads. They're not hearing, you know what, you said, you know, I don't want to curse because, you know, whatever it is, you know, let's say you're my son and you turn around and you say, you know what, Dad, F you. And boom, and I hit you. How dare you say that to me? I can go to jail.
Well, you know what? Like I said, we need a show to develop this because I can tell you something.
Yeah, definitely.
Abuse is not just physical because neglect is abuse too. You neglect a young child, when they get older, they will disrespect you like that. And then you'll say, you know what? You're not going to talk to me like that. And you know what? You should be arrested.
But again, you know, I guess the whole point is, you know, I always had this motto: you learn what you live.
Right.
That's
you know,
it.
And if you grow up in a family and there's abuse in the family, I get it. But if you grow up in a family and there's not abuse in the family, and you decide that that child needs to be scalded in one way or another, by the slap of the hand, you know, it even says it in the Bible, you know, about the rod and whatever. I don't,
Spare the rod.
Yeah, spoil the child or something like that. Is that what it says? I don't know. I don't read the Bible, so I don't really know. But anyway, it's something like that. The point is that if you have to hit that kid in today's day and age, you are going to jail, and the sick part is they know it. And they use that against you or against the parent. There's got to be a happy medium somewhere.
You know, we have to develop this another time because I would love to really
Yeah, I
go
wanna
in deep
do
with
it-
this
I
because
wanna
I can
do
tell
it-
you something.
Go ahead.
When a child is grown in a nurturing and loving environment, you would never, ever have a situation like that.
I disagree.
All right.
I want to do this on May 3rd.
I can't. I'm going to be out of town. Peer pressure, and especially single parents, they have a very, very difficult time. So take a single parent that has to go to work from 9 o'clock in the morning, sometimes until 10 o'clock at night, in order to make ends meet because the cost of living is so expensive here in the Northeast. What happens to that child? What do you do? I mean, we can go in a million different directions
We
here.
can.
All right, my point is that I strongly think that the government is taking over and the parents are losing their rights as parents, and the government is now dictating what needs to be done for those children.
Because I could just see it now in the black community. There's going to be a whole lot of mamas behind bars, because that's what we do. But you're saying if you
What do you mean?
if
What do you
hit
mean? What do you
them-
mean? Say that
I'm
again.
telling you, this
discipline
is
our
a
children,
hot topic.
Right, it is
Physically.
a hot topic. Yeah, we give them papa. We
You know, I could never understand that because I was on a bus one time and I remember there was this black woman next to me and she had a child. I'll beat your ass. You keep doing
She
that.
said that.
Just like that.
Right.
I'll beat your ass.
right. That's
And I
common.
looked at her and I says, what the hell? Now you tell me that that's okay?
Well, it's common in the black community.
You know
Why?
what?
Listen, May 10th, it's on.
You know what? Hold on a second. And it's not, but it's not just people that are of color.
No,
because
it's
I've
not,
seen
it's
parents
not, but
interact with children.
I'm
and
being culturally reflective.
You know what?
Because I come from that community.
when you see children that are sitting still and look like they're numb, trust me, there's a reason why they're like that because they live in fear. Respect is one thing, so it goes all the way around. Yeah, when we have that show,
So
it's going
let's
to be
come
a
back
pop.
on May 10th.
There's a whole issue with this. I would love to come back. I hate to take up your time. I know that
That's
you want
okay.
to be here. But, you know, I always dreamed of the day that I would sit next to him, you know, on the set.
Well, you know what? You know what's interesting is I know that you know the law, but the law is very different from reality.
Of course it is.
Absolutely.
Of course it is.
So we're going to have a hot show. It might be a part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Can we get a witness?
With Teresa
Go.
Ward.
is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Dad, where do babies come from?
Well, there's that big, shiny rocket ship. That's right, it's filled with babies. Babies of all kinds. And when the shiny rocket ship penetrates, Mommy and Dad goes, and when the time is just right, there's a space launch.
All systems go.
Babies of all kinds. Released all over the place. Yeah, Africa. Mommy's Babylandia. That's right, it's filled with babies. After an amazing 9 months, babies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies come from
Planet Babylandia.
You know, play
with us on the bus.
the wheels on the bus
Go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind, and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
Welcome back to Body Shop TV. My name is Chella.
And my name, I'm still hot from the last
I
few minutes.
know.
I'm the Body
That's-
Mechanic NYC, just trying to cool down. I think I need some ice cubes. I'm
That's
like,
a very
I feel
emotional
better now.
topic.
No, it really is, because we live it every day.
Yep.
You know, we interact with our environment very closely. Like, look at the children we work with.
Yep. No doubt. But at this moment, I want to invite Teresa Ward. Teresa, welcome to Body Shop TV.
Thank you very much. Thank you
So,
for inviting me.
You know, it's funny. You asked me, you don't know why you're here. Teresa, I can't tell you. I've been the biggest fan of yours for the last 6 years.
Thank you.
When I first learned of the company that you have and what you do,
Mhm.
I was extremely impressed. So tell our viewers what your company is all about and what you do, please.
Well, to start off, I own a residential and commercial cleaning company. That's my business. That's where I make my money. All right. And in 2003, I lost my sister to cancer. And I'm in this large organization. It's a cleaning organization. It's like a big networking group for cleaning companies around the United States. And a few of us got together and we decided to start an organization where we would clean homes for women undergoing cancer treatment free of charge. And for me, it clicked because I lost my sister to cancer, and I thought, what a great way to give back and honor her memory. So we started Cleaning for a Reason in 2006. There was about 8 of us in the group, and now we're up to about 1,000 cleaning companies throughout the United States, Cleaning for a Reason.
Wow.
That was national. That's a national organization. In 2011, I wanted to start more of a grassroots organization. And we started calling it Teresa Cares, or actually TW Cares. We started it off that way. But I decided to get myself a board of directors, and we've renamed our organization Cleaning Angels USA. Right now, it's just in New York. What we do is we clean homes for anybody with any type of debilitating disease, free of charge. They can get 2 free cleanings. They just go onto the website and they can get qualified for those cleanings. And it's not for only women with cancer. It's with somebody with MS or somebody with Parkinson's, or somebody getting to their last stages of life. And the last thing they want to be worrying about is a clean home. All right, and a lot of people do worry about that. They worry about their family coming in and making them scrub the floors when they really should be taking time to be with that person in their final stages. So those are the 2 organizations that I represent, and I love being a part of it. So
That is awesome.
thank you.
How are the families receiving you? Because sometimes people are kind of weary having strangers come into their home and cleaning.
Well, we have a lot of families who have the kids call, and they will set
The
it up.
caretaker.
A lot of them can't even talk on the telephone. Okay, they just don't have the energy.
Because they're sick.
Because they're sick, right? Or they're too proud, and so family members will call in for them, which is fine with us. We understand that, and but the people who do call in, who are the patients, they're all wonderful people. I'm glad to be able to meet them and be a part of their lives and to help them out.
How many people do you have on your staff?
Well, we have about 48 cleaners.
Wow.
All right, and then we have an office staff of about 6 girls. And then we have a marketing team in the office also that helps market the company and the nonprofits.
I met one of your, I think she's in your marketing team. She's a beautiful black young woman with long braids.
You met Danielle Frazier, yes.
Yeah, she's awesome. Her
Yes.
energy is over the top.
Absolutely.
Loved her.
Yes.
Loved her.
She was actually our 2014 Teresa Girl. We hold every year Teresa Girl contests, all right, where people come in and they audition to be a part of our company, and then we let the public pick this person. We have judges come on, and we've had a lot of people from our business world. Beverly Fortune has been a judge, Dean Mercado, a lot of people who are heavy hitters. Our last judge was Mike Aroni. Okay, he's with Networking USA, and they get chosen. They get on stage and they perform a skit, and we pick probably out of 6 girls. We pick the Teresa Girl for the year.
Oh, that's
and,
cool.
And then we also hire the runner-ups, and we called them the Mopettes. And they follow the Teresa girl around to different networking events and trade shows.
That is
So they
so
all get a
cool.
job, and they get a job, and they get paid very well to go out and network and have a great time. So it's not a bad position. And after the year is up, if they want to stay with us, they're more than welcome to stay. And we've had a few, since the beginning, we still have girls that work with us that started off 2 years ago and still are with us. And they go out and network for us, and some of them are part of our company and our marketing team now.
That's smart.
Thank you.
So let me ask you something, because this is really, really incredible. Do you use traditional cleaning products?
We use Green Shield certified products.
What does that mean?
Chemicals. Okay, well, we use only non-toxic chemicals. Okay, we buy from a manufacturer. Okay, and
you know why I'm asking you that, right?
oh, well, we clean for a lot of people with diseases and cancer patients. So basically, up until 2008, I was cleaning with normal bleach and ammonia and all that good stuff. You know, I can't tell you how many brain cells I've probably killed in the past 20 years of cleaning homes. So I thought about it and I said, you know what, it's crazy. You know, we need to change over to only Green Seal products. So we now go in only with chemicals that have that are based from corn and, you know, things that are natural products. And I see that
They're
you're
just
into
as
all these
effective,
natural
and they're
products.
just as effective, right.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. That's
Thank
really
you.
awesome.
You know, Teresa, we had a guest on our show a couple of months ago who had just won a deal with Shark Tank. And are you familiar with him?
Yes.
I think it's Home
Better Life.
Better Life.
Yes.
Better Life products. And we were very impressed with his products. He was
Yes.
able to ingest them. That's how green they are.
Right, because they're citrus and plant-based.
Well, yeah, I know those guys. They're great guys. And, you know, I've been, you know, dealing with Spartan Chemicals for years, so I didn't change over to them. We also clean with, we use we go in with the steam cleaners. Okay, so we're cleaning with water. And the water heats up to about 360 degrees. And you don't have to use any chemicals. We go in, we spray down shower stalls that have been embedded with, you know, mold and so forth, kitchen countertops. So we are not cleaning with any type of chemical whatsoever. And we use those in homes that really have been neglected for years. Once we get past all of that, then we can just start using the green chemicals. So there's a lot of ways to clean besides using toxic chemicals.
Yes. A lot of people don't know that, though.
They don't know it. And even people who don't have cancer yet are just, because I know when I go into a home and they use Clorox, I have a headache for a couple of hours because I've
Absolutely.
completely eliminated that stuff from my environment.
Imagine the children and the animals, you know.
They're developing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Animals being close to the ground. I've known people who have mopped their floors with bleach and they find their animals passed out on the floor, okay, because they've ingested the chemical. And, you know, some of them revive, some of them don't. You know, it depends on how much the product they're using. So
it's incredible. We're
Very
just,
good.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's really awesome.
Thanks.
Teresa, how do you screen your cleaning crew?
Well, we use a lot of different techniques. We do personality testing. All right. We do criminal background tests. Not like that. And then we do the criminal background checks. And then they ride with our team leaders for probably about 2 weeks. We don't send out single teams. We send out teams of 2. So they never go into a home by themselves. They always go in as a team.
Tandem is always better.
Yeah.
So let me play devil's advocate for a minute. If you do a criminal background check and you see that they're a convicted felon, do you not hire them because of that?
I probably would not.
And why is that?
Because I don't want to take any chances in my customers' homes.
So someone who is a convicted felon may do something illegal in that person's home, whereas you feel that someone who is not convicted would not.
You know what? There's a lot of differentials that you can use. You know, basically, we start off with the personality testing. Personality testing is very lengthy. It's 80 questions that they have to go through. Then
Is it a Myers-Briggs?
No, it's different. It's been developed for laborers. There's different areas of testing for personality testing. And in my field, it's developed for laborers. All right. If they make it past, and basically the personality rates them for drug use, theft. Okay, if they're a workman's comp case waiting to happen, what their customer service ratings are. Okay, and they have to come out with a perfect score. in order for them to move on to the other testing that we do. Only for the fact that, we clean homes. I clean homes with children in them. I can't take any chances.
You got to be able to trust people.
Absolutely.
But I've been on the board for Safe Harbor Mentoring Program for a few years, and we work with people who are coming out of jail and mentoring them to go back into society, in the workforce and what have you. And it just appears that we're living in a system that is just isolating those who have had a bad experience. Once you're convicted, once you're a felon, you're put in a particular category and you're no good for society. And I just feel that's kind of unfair. When are we going to give that person who made a mistake a chance?
Well, you know what? We can give them a chance, but not in my customers' homes. Okay, I would hire somebody like that maybe in my office, okay, where I can keep an eye on them and, and don't get me wrong, I believe everybody deserves a second chance, maybe even a third chance, okay, but not in my customers' homes or in my commercial businesses.
Well, your reputation is your business.
Absolutely.
You get one person, it's like it could be disease.
What if I give that person a chance, and they're a child offender or whatever, and something awful happens, it could not only take my company down, but think of the person that was affected by it. And I basically hired that person to go into that home.
But we're being conditioned to be in the mindset that only someone who made an error will do it again, and not someone that has a clean record.
Absolutely. You never know when that error is going to happen.
Right.
Okay. And as I said, there are different fields that I would hire somebody like that, but not to go out into my customers' homes.
I hear you. I hear you.
My office, sure. Come on in.
I guess anything can happen with the crop. What you want to do is minimize.
Right.
Minimize your exposure.
So what do you do to retain your staff?
Well, you know what? We pay them very well. Okay, they get company cars. All right, each team gets a vehicle. They can bring that vehicle home and back and forth to work. It's not a problem. All of my vehicles have GPS tracking on them. All right, so their rule is from office to home and from home to office.
Are they economical cars?
Yes, they are. They're Hyundai Elantra wagons, and now we've just started buying the Honda Fits. Okay, and because they don't make the Hyundai Elantra wagons anymore, so now our new ones are the Honda Fits, and they're great little cars. They fit all of our equipment, and they fit a team of 3 in there if I have to. And they're great on gas because we travel from Franklin Square to Montauk. So my car's put on some mileage, let me tell you.
So you're island-wide?
Yes.
You are the greenest woman I've ever met.
Oh,
it's really awesome. I'm telling you, it really is.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
I feel like I'm growing in the grass. It's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
And thank you for having me.
Oh,
Yeah.
we really enjoyed having it. I've been wanting to get you on here for quite a while. I even want you to have your own show.
Oh, no, stop.
You should. What you do is great work, and you just shout from the rafters,
incredible
Teresa.
what you do.
I know that you're kind of modest. It's your company, but I'm on the outside looking in, and I've always been bubbling for you.
Thank you, Alicia.
Always.
Chaka, is it?
Chella.
Chaka
Khan. Ain't nobody a rock song.
And I've known you for a long time. You've always been a wonderful person, and
thank you.
We've always gotten along, connected at networking events, like magnets to each other. So, and we've met a lot of great people in our networking events.
Yes, we sure have. Are you still involved with ABS or AS?
LIASB?
Yes.
Not as much as I used to be, but John Hill is, one of my mentors. I love that guy to death.
He makes the best, all right, you're not going to want to hear this, but he makes the best brownies.
He does.
OMG.
And
John,
he is the most generous guy in the world.
is
He'll
a
bring you
sweetheart.
brownies all day long.
Yes.
But he runs a great organization,
Called Brownies Love.
They're awesome, man.
He has board meetings and he brings brownies. That's how he gets everybody to agree.
But that's it.
right. That's smart.
That's exactly what happens. All this brain chemistry.
Yeah,
It really does.
absolutely. So yeah, I still involved to a certain extent. So I support him. Every time he's doing an event, I'm always out there, pushing it and networking it. So because he does great things, and he's really for the small businesses on Long Island.
Yes, he is. He's good people.
Yes.
Shout out to John Hill.
Mm-hmm.
So Teresa, you took the Body Shop Who You Really Are test, and I want to just reveal your answers.
Oh gosh. Okay.
May I?
Is she green anywhere?
I
am. Look, big green.
Okay.
She is the greenest woman I've ever met.
All right. So according to this survey, Teresa, you view yourself as I can't read your writing.
I know, I was like scribbling.
What does
Okay.
that say?
All right, friendship, dogs. You asked with the dogs, you
Right,
know.
so what's that word?
Secure.
Secure.
Yes.
And
I couldn't come up with the last step. Furry friends that keep me warm. I snuggle with my dogs at night.
what does that word say?
Well, I was on a different path.
No,
Oh, okay,
I had to
okay.
redo it
And
because
he
you
had
wrote
to-
down like different animals.
Oh, I
instead of,
see,
like-
I
Kind
see.
of like threw this test at me, and I was like, what?
All right, so people view you as,
Okay, so my favorite color was green.
okay.
All right, and it's the color of money, and it's the color of the earth.
All right.
And that's why I like green.
And so you view sex as something being cool and fun and, what is that word?
A party.
Party. All right, all right.
In the hot tub.
And you view death as something scary,
Scared,
frustrating, and confined.
That's exactly
Very
what it is.
interesting. So
you.
now you know a little bit more about yourself, Teresa. Teresa, thank you so much for being with us at
Thank
Body
you.
Shop TV.
Thank you
I
very
wish
much.
you the best. If anything that we can do to propel your company or give you more exposure, please holler at your girl.
Absolutely.
you.
I'd
All
be-
right.
Absolutely.
So
Thanks,
down
guys.
with what you do.
So next week, we're going to be having an awesome throwdown all about what women want
And what men want. Absolutely. It will be a throwdown.
You definitely have to call into this one
And
next
the men
week.
got to bring their bee pollen.
If you want to be on our panel, please give us a call. In the
Missed that
meantime,
one.
have a great week. Love hard and kiss long.
Wow.